Hey!
Hey! Happy Saturday and welcome to the virtual guided session. I'm Shannon Heaton.
I'm Matt Heaton. I was going with the cheerful spirit.
I like it. And we're in great cheer. It is a very, very blustery day in Medford, Massachusetts. Pretty miserable. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what it is outside because in here with you, we're going to be playing some nice warm tunes, not too fast because it's a good way to warm up. Yeah. It's a good way to enjoy this music, not too hurried. A little pause in our week together, friends. So glad to have you joining us for this little pause and hope to bring you a little cheer and good company. So Bob, you were the first one in sunny Wisconsin with no snow. Wonderful. We're a little reverse here. And to Agnieszka in Poland, hello and welcome. To Mike, also chilly. And you have relatives in Wisconsin where it was -33. Oh my goodness.
Wind chill.
To Ted in Ottawa, to Adele in Nova Scotia, to Jaden in the Netherlands, to Marco in Milano, to Tom in Northern California, to Susan in New Jersey. Hi and welcome. To Susan and Robert in Tennessee, and to other Mike. Hi, Mike Lagana. Nice to see you. To Arthur, hello and welcome back. To Gabriella in Germany, to Elena. Hi. To Tony, welcome. Thanks for joining us. And to Saul in Michigan. And to Neil, hi and happy VG Saturday. Happy VGS, friends. Mary, hi and happy Saturday tune time to you. Jennifer in Ypsilanti, to Captain Tokyo, to Sean. And did I see my pal? Let's see here. To Sergio in Pisa. I'm seeing Maids of Mount Kisco request. We'll try to do that. We'll try to get to that. To John, also in Ypsilanti, hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us live. And to Allison in France, hi. To Steve the Pigeon in Scotland, thanks for joining us again. Good to have you back. Let's see. We've got Christian in Germany. Hi to Bob and Sue in Brookville. Hi to Donna in Dearborn. Oh, and Tony, good. You're joining us from Cambridge in the UK. We have a Cambridge right down the street. It is also a miserable, snowy, blustery day in Massachusetts here in the Boston area. To Lady Stardust in Ontario, what a lovely username, and you're very welcome. Hopefully you'll bring us some Stardust. Good luck. And to Alan, good to see you joining us from England. And can we play the Dashing White Sergeant and My Love Is But a Lassie? Do you know, I'm not great with those Scottish tunes, but I will make sure to do Dashing White Sergeant next week for you, Alan. To Margie in Minneapolis and to High Tree Walker in the Netherlands, good evening. To Elam in California, hi. To Elizabeth in Waltham, hi neighbor. Hi Nick in the UK, hi Scott. Nice to have you back from Newfoundland. And let's see, to Johnny in LA, to Bill in San Francisco, nice to see you again. To Elise, nice to see you joining us from Virginia. And let's see here, who did I miss? Here we go. To Leanne, hi and welcome. Thanks for joining us from Maine. To Ray, welcome home. You're joining us from Albany for once and not from the road. Hi to Jolie, hey. Hi to Suzanne in blizzardy Massachusetts. Hi to Garode in the north of Ireland. Hi to Alan in London. Hi to James, just joining from Barron's Mandol Lessons. Glad that you're keeping that up. That's wonderful. I hope you're making some great success and enjoying that. To Lewis, hello, also joining us from the Barron live stream. To Neil as well. This is great. You guys are having a musical afternoon.
In honor of all of the Barron's gang, I'm playing my bouzouki first. So.
Okay, good. Barbara in Virginia, hi. And Stuart, also coming from Barron's house. How sweet. To Sherry, nice to have you joining us from Vancouver, your first time. Hello, and you're very welcome. Carrie in Florida. To Janet in Portland. To Peter, great that you're joining us today in Limerick. To John in Pittsburgh. Wow, man. So sorry to hear about the bridge collapse. And
been over that bridge many times.
Yes, so welcome, and you're safe here. And let's see, to Ken in Medford, hello, and yes, let's ride out this blizzard, neighbor. So I think we're going to begin with Gallagher's Frolics in E minor, jig in E minor. Frank and Anne, nice to have you joining us again from Germany. Delighted. And Allison Allison in Rhode Island. Katrina, hi and welcome back. Arbo, hello and welcome. And to Janet in Ypsilanti as well. This is so great. Ypsilanti, Michigan is well represented. So that's great. Elena, you're in Santa Clarita. Oh, what a beautiful part of the world, really. Harry, hello to you and the family. I'm so glad to have you joining us again. As always, to Julie in Tennessee and to Sherry. So glad that you're here, friends. To Wes and Julie, welcome. And to Tomas, glad to have you. So I'm putting in the chat the name of this warm-up jig, Gallagher's Frolics. And here we go. Not too fast. Warm up the afternoon.
That kind of thing.
1, 2. Perfect, man. And the wind started blowing really hard right at that moment.
So I'm in GDAD on the bouzouki, and I was capoed up on the second fret for that one.
And we have a new participant joining us from Vermont. You're very, very welcome indeed. And Lady Stardust, no worries if you don't know all the tunes. None of us do. And just pick one and learn it for next time around. And we'll keep cycling a lot of these common core tunes. We tend to rotate frequently, and Gallagher's Frolics that we just played is a common core tune, as is the next set of tunes. We're going to play the Earl's Chair and the Traveler. And before we do, friends joining us from Baron's wonderful live stream that he does the hour before ours, if somebody could put in the chat where to find Baron so that other mandolin players here would know where to find him. It's just the hour before, and he does some great Irish tunes. He does American tunes too, and you know, gets heavy into the mandolin and into the plectrum life. And so I know we have a lot of plectrum players
plectrum
out there.
For life.
Plectrum.
Hashtag.
Yeah, exactly.
I've been having plectrum problems. I'm losing. I have all these nice picks and they're disappearing. I don't know what's happening.
Well, you have too much on your mind, is what you know. Amateur psychology would say, probably. Trying to manage too much. So let's only manage this set of reels, the Earl's Chair and the Traveler. And let's throw Sergio's request at the end of there. We'll do the Maids of Mount Kisco as well. And to Karen and Charlie Bird, glad to have you tuning in and being tuneful with us. So the first tune, da-doodle-da-doodle-dum. Am I in the right key? Da-doodle-da-doodle-da. Right? And then... the Traveler into do la la da da da. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, not too fast. Wow, that really took a lot of effort. I had a hard time pulling it together on that last tune. I have to say, by way of not excusing my own playing, but by way of reminding all those flute players out there in chilly climates, oiling the flute, it's a good thing to do, right? My flute is not feeling as responsive.
Make sure your dampets are wet. Oil your flute.
Yeah. Take good care of the instruments and of yourselves, of course. So I think we're going to carry on now to High Tree Walker's point. Hard to know if you know all these tunes, or hard to know all the tunes. We're going to do the
Banjo
Two
corner.
Birds with One Stone corner, which is Matt wants to play more banjo in the new year. And this little tiny teaching installment to get a few folks up on a few extra tunes. So, and Stuart, yes, thanks for mentioning Baron's live stream during which he teaches tunes. So here we're going to give Baron another nod and we're going to teach you a tune, Dear Willie Coleman. Is that what we're going to do?
Yeah. Dear Willie Coleman?
Dear Willie.
Yeah.
Dear Willie Coleman. Yes, Jody, it did take the third time through Maids of Mount Kisco, though. I think that was it. So, Doug, use the hup emoji. Woohoo!
Oh.
And anybody else feeling it? Do it. Can you play your G? Okay, here we go.
So you're going to teach it to me.
I
a phrase
am.
at a time.
Okay, here we go. And Carrie says she likes your sweater and really can see the
I know.
sweater
This
through.
is the best part. Doesn't block the sweater at all.
Yeah, Matt really did that for Ray because he knows that Ray is watching on a big screen TV.
I took the resonator off because I thought it'd be softer, and it is.
I like
But
it.
the added benefit is you can see through it. So
Right.
That's pretty cool.
No oil in the silver flute and no oil on the banjo.
Yeah, no oil on the banjo.
Lovely. Next phrase starts on an E. Third phrase, same as the first.
The F sharp? Okay.
The F sharp. All right, again, I'll play a phrase, you play it back. All right, let's do the whole A part. Here we go. Ready? Woo! Yeah. Awesome. So the first phrase starts on the G. Do, 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 da, 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 da. Second phrase starts on the G, da-da-da-da-da-da. Third phrase starts on the G, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Then D, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Again, I'll play a phrase, you play back. So good. I think we should try the whole thing.
Probably should.
And what I think we can do
Yeah.
is we can do the lilting Banshee before it.
Uh-huh.
Do, do, do. We did that last week around. Do, do, da, da, yo, da, da. And I did not put them in the chat. And while we're paused, I will say to Tomas's query about the key signature of the Earl's chair, great to play a B minor on that first chord and great to play that G chord as well. I love that. And then overall, the tune eventually settles in D. That's why I say it's in D, but it doesn't start in D, that's for sure.
It's a very amorphous beginning.
So Tony, if you're not sure how to play like this, how to learn by ear like this, because you're used to reading music, just learn to sing the tune as we're doing it. And if you grab a couple of notes, just singing di do 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 da da do do dum. Just learn that much, and then once you know it in your head, then you can kind of try it out on your instrument. Just chip away a little bit at a time. Learn to sing the tunes.
And anyone, any banjo geeks, I do use my pinky, and so for that pesky high B, I actually switch and do a third position thing because I don't really like doing the pivoty unless I have to. So.
Okay, so we're doing that lovely tune that we just learned, but first we're gonna do the lilting Banshee. Here we go. 1, 2, woo, yeah. support, Garode. Come on, well done, Matt. We've got your back.
Thank you.
Come on, it is great though to have encouragement.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's good.
Having encouragement and feeling welcome. That is, it goes a long way. Yeah. Polka time? Polka time. Nancy, how wonderful that you're joining us. Welcome. Thanks for stopping by. Glad to have you, and glad to have all of you. Yes.
And Doug asked about banjo neck, bouzouki neck. So my bouzouki technically is an octave mandolin. So these necks are actually pretty darn close to the same length, I think. Actually, the banjo's a little bit longer. But
it's a good story, Matt.
It is to some people.
You know what it does? It makes me want to
oil your flute.
Groove.
Oh yeah. Oh
yep.
Yeah.
We've got the vibing cat. We've got the vibing cat. The Yevon polka. But first, before the B minor do la la, we're gonna do top of Maol. We'll be a little tiny bit slower than the cat. Are you in tune with reality, Matt Heaton? Here, I'm putting the polkas in the chat. Let's see. Did I do it? Did I put them in the chat? I did. All right.
I think I'm pretty good, actually. I think just the banjo.
Are you using a down, up, down pattern of picking on the banjo?
Yes.
Yes, indeed, for the jigs, and great for the guitar to do that as well. But polkas? Garrett, I'll bet that your lilting is beautiful, but even if it sounds not the same as a real elegant lilter, I'm not an elegant lilter, but if it isn't, just as sweet as you want it to be, it doesn't matter. It's that you are learning the tune with your ear and with your heart. But yes, nice self-joke. Good to be humble and good to be self-deprecating. That's also a good thing. Here we go. Da do doodle da dee doodle one. Hi, Carolyn. was
exciting.
really exciting until you got kind of.
I got carried away.
Well, getting carried away is great, but I think your ego got involved. I think it was like really, really cool, and then suddenly you were like, "Hey, look at me!" And then you fell. You fell. You did. What was I saying about humility? I think the same thing happened to me in Maids of Mount Kisco. I was like, "Hey, I haven't played this in a while. Look at me go!" And then I fell.
Folks, come
flat.
for the tunes, stay for the psychoanalysis.
That's right. That's what's happening this week. You're welcome to dish it back now, or all of you. You're all welcome. You're welcome here, and you're welcome to slag, and slag away.
Read the whole mandolin versus bouzouki thing. I did find anytime I'm in an airport with that instrument, I never call it a bouzouki because that sounds too much like bazooka, and I always say everything's a mandolin because when they look on their little chart, they're like, oh, mandolins are tiny, and I think psychologically it gives me an edge.
That's a good idea. It probably works. And yes, so technically it's an octave mandolin, but you say that you play the bouzouki because of the style.
I tune it and I play it like a bouzouki.
Yeah. Exactly. And yes, it was originally, of course, the meme that showed up with the vibing cat, with that amazing drummer, that blind drummer, that amazing musician, singing and playing the hand percussion. He was playing, of course, the Yevon polka or Eve's polka, which is originally a Finnish tune. So you're close there, Tomas. And let's see here. I think, Carolyn, you got a shout out. Hi, and welcome. And Gilda, hello and welcome. Glad to have you joining us again. International Whistle Day. Who knew?
Are you
okay.
gonna play whistle on it too?
I don't know. My whistle's all the way over there, and it's really cold and out of tune. So it might sound gross, but I don't know. He flew too close to the sun.
Sorry.
So, yes, we are going to do some jigs. We're going to do some jigs. Let's do the Munster jig. So, da do la da la da da do do into good old Hag at the Churn. That's a Common Core classic. We play that tune with some frequency, so learn it and it'll show up again sometime. All right. Great that it's sounding good to you, Mike, and to you it's sounding good, and to Ray it's sounding like he needs to get another drink.
Mine's empty too, to be honest.
All right, here we go. Da la do da dum da 1, 2. Here we go. right. Is it time for the offertory situation?
It's about that time. So we are going to play a little set of tunes for you and pass the virtual tip jar.
A big set, not
It is
even
a big
little.
set. It's a big set.
Not little.
This is these are all trad tunes, which hasn't been what we've been doing, but.
What do you mean?
Well,
for our
offertories,
offertory, yes.
Yeah, but anyway, the main point being, if you would like to drop a little something in the hat, in the tip jar, Shannon will post a link or two, PayPal and Venmo.
That is not the main point. The main point is that we
point.
are enjoying this incredible, huge music together.
Yeah. So we're going to do a march into two reels.
Right. And Tom Ashe's march I learned from that great album, which is called Irish Music in Chicago. And I believe it was either Joe Shannon playing it on the pipes, or maybe it was Frank Thornton playing it on the flute. Frank Thornton. So here we go. All right. 1, 2. very sweet tunes, actually. Been a while.
Yeah.
The Great Spike Island Lasses. Is so wonderful, that last tune there.
Yeah, it's a great tune.
Okay, so now for something completely...
Yes, quite a bit different.
Quite a bit different. Some slides. Let's rock the slides together. How about, hey ho, what do you know? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Into the 100 Pipers. And on the Facebook page, thanks folks for weighing in. We had a little discussion about the ending of the 100 Pipers. There's no consensus, like a lot of these tunes. You know, it's the folk process, and different localities will have a different way of playing the tunes. And I've never, like, really, there's, like, not agreement around here either. So what we're going to do is the 100 Pipers. We're going to play the B parts the same way both times around, except for the end. Then we'll do that little ending. You know it?
Okay.
Yeah.
When she says there's no agreement around here, she actually, I do agree.
I mean, in the Boston area.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant just in the house.
Well, there's that too.
Yeah.
It's good. It's good to have lively discussion and for us to each have our own inner lives. Back to the psychology. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Here we go. Is that too fast? Can't do a slide.
Can't do it too slow. But
Okay.
1, 2,
Perfect. That's the up and down emoji. And Saul, thanks for getting the party started on that one. He said, scooting my chair back for this one. And I realized what you were saying, and I looked down and I saw that I didn't have tons of room for my knees where this microphone is, but it worked out.
It did.
And I hope that other people joined us. It's always good to take a little break and stand up. That was great, everyone. Wonderful. So great. And Elizabeth, thanks. Sending love to each of you, all of you. Friends, thanks for joining us and for supporting one another. That's what, a tradition, something bigger than any one person or any one playing style or any one person's ability. Something big. That's what that's all about. Is there's a lot of room for all of us here. So I think that David had wanted to hear the Tarbolton set.
Yeah.
Do you have time for that? Yeah.
Sure,
Did you have something to say?
I was just going to say that if you speaking of supporting in community, if you would like to hang out on the Facebook virtual guided session group, it is the lively chat continues. That's all.
Yes, and there's a welcome there too. And to Fanche Gabel, hello in Brittany. Glad to have you stopping by. Tony, thanks for catching us now, and good night to the kids, and keep up the music. Up the river and down the shore. Do it again like you did it before. Up the river and down the shore. Hi-de diddly dandy. That's great, like slide rhythm right there. And of course, the 100 Pipers. The hair fell off of my coconut. The hair fell off of my coconut. The hair fell off of my coconut, which left me rather baldy.
Patrick's got another one. If I had a wife, the plague of my life, I tell you what I would do. I'd buy her a boat and put her afloat and paddle my own canoe.
Good. And Pat, speaking of canoes and water references, Pat is joining us just in time. Hello and welcome. Okay, Tarbolton, the Tarbolton 3.
Tarbolton.
This is for David, who requested this. Yeah? So the first one in E, the second one in G, and then D. Yo, dum dum da 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 dum. 1.
Helping.
You count.
Don't go too fast.
A little tiny bit slower.
A 1, 2, a 1, 2, 3.
Oh, Johnny, that's great that your mom used to play those tunes on the box, right? She played the accordion, I think. And they are such lovely tunes.
Great
and you
tunes.
know, the Sailor's Bonnet, I think of that sometimes on its own. And of course, the Tarbolton. But the middle one, the Longford Collector, I only ever think of it in the context of that set. That set, the Tarbolton set, being, of course, the one that was recorded by Michael Coleman in 1920, whenever.
Whatever, yeah.
And so it has become so iconic as sort of those three tunes played together. But the middle tune is so great on its own as
man.
well. I think I'm going to start playing the Longford Collector sometimes.
Free the Tarbolton.
Okay, I think we're going to try to throw in a couple more jigs before we close with a waltz. And how about Apples in Winter?
Seems appropriate.
Yes, and it's also a common core one. And then how about the Lark in the Morning for a little bit of hope and brightness? It doesn't feel very bright at the moment. It's really blustery and cold. Grateful to have a home. So that one. And then we'll do... Oh, good tunes. Okay, take it easy, Susan. Shoveling. Remember to stretch before you take the shoveling. Stretch and drink some water.
Yeah, I know you're supposed to like shovel like multiple times, but it just seems so. I just can't get myself to just knowing all my work will be destroyed if I go out there and shovel.
Yeah, but when you've got a lot, I guess the idea is to not have too
know.
much at one stretch. Also, in New Jersey, it might be different.
Could be. Maybe it's done.
Okay.
What are we doing? Oh yeah, apples.
All right, Randy. Woohoo! Nice to see you, Roomy. 1, 2, here we go. Woo! listen, that is like the video of that set of tunes. Snow is flying by, and then put out some extra bird seed, and then the birds put on a show. How sweet is that for apples in winter and the lark in the morning? So beautiful, as all of you are. Thank you, beautiful people, for joining us. For the Lark in the Morning there, for joining us for the Tarbolton, which, Neil, you learned from Marla Fibish. Such a beautiful musician and person, and I love the way she plays that set of tunes. Great. So Dermot, so sorry that you're confined to home, and glad that you're staying home and staying safe and keeping everybody else safe, and sorry that you're missing your usual, and glad that we can fill in, and glad that you can join us. So very happy to have each and every one of you, and a thank you to each and every one of you. Guramahagut, tahapalat, merci beaucoup, trugare, arigato gozaimasu, muchas gracias, dziękuję, danke. Dankeschön, mille grazie, xie, hvala vam, toda. Xie. Speaking of, on Tuesday, kung he fat choi. It's the Lunar New Year, so happy Lunar New Year to friends. Toda, hvala vam, tusen tak, kamsahamnida, efcharisto, hvala vam. I already said, I'm trying to read this not in my own language, but in everybody else's language, and I'm tripping a little, and it's great. Eskarik esko. Dhanyavad, Gidos, Natenda, Shukran, Mikwech, Yutva, Spasiba, Ahehe, Salamat, Tarimakati, Dioch, Kusanem, Muito obrigado, Gam Kopkun Naka. Thank you so much for joining us, folks. And we're going to end with For Ireland. I would not tell her name. Will I play it on the whistle since it's International Whistle Day?
It's Whistle Day.
And friends, join us again. When you can, when you wish. You're all so welcome to the virtual guided session. We continue the party on our Facebook group, and
in D or in regular key?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you play a G so I can tune to you?
You can play it lower if you want. Oh, that would be antisocial.
All right, so we're going to end with For Ireland. I would not tell her name. What a lovely one.
In honor of International Whistle Day. When's International Banjo Day?
I don't know. The year of the water tiger, though. I think is that it? What's the Lunar New Year?
Is that even
Oof. All right, friends. Thanks. Yes, hi Tree Walker. I was thinking of you the first time around. We played it a little freer because you had mentioned slow airs, and then the second time around thought it'd be easier for us to all play together in a
Waltzy.
sort of waltzy meter. So that's great that Banjo Day is in June. You started in January,
Yeah,
so you
yeah.
have some time to get ready for something really special. You can lead the session. So, folks, thanks again for joining us. That's Michael Burke whistle. Such sweet whistles that he makes. Join us again and connect through the week on the Facebook page, or you can go to shannonheatonmusic.com for more resources.
Lots of information
for this session. Okay, take care everyone.
Stay
Bye.
safe. Bye.